Yeah, we're over. We're up there. Graduated 22 years ago.
Abby Regan. Yeah, they're both over there. Abby Regan is on the top and Abby's on the bottom.
I'm Richard's dad. He never won.
and gentlemen, I am Art Loomis, principal of O'Neill High School. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. Commencement exercises are about to begin. Would the audience please stand while we welcome the class of 2026. I would like to ask Senior Class President Lane Van Valkenburg to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance
Our national anthem will now be performed by Elijah Williams.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Faculty members, parents, and most importantly our seniors, welcome once again to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. I would like to introduce our superintendent, Teresa Glavin, along with Board of Education members, Vice President Tammy Tweedy, Allie Regas, and Bruce Galt. Not in attendance with us today is President Kevin Verweer, Jake Davies, Michelle Bowker, and Grady Dutcher. I would also like to introduce middle school principal Ryan Ashlaw and senior class advisor Tracy Deaton. There are some special thank yous I'd like to issue before we get too far into our ceremony. To the Yearbook Club for purchasing caps and gowns for every member of this graduating class. To Denise Webler, who without her, this ceremony and many other things in the high school would not have been possible. I'd also like to recognize our Student Services Department, Karen Gilbertson, Justin Preston, and King Hoffmeister. Their dedication and support have made a lasting difference in the lives of our graduates, helping reach today's milestone. Thank you for all that you do. This morning, as we gather to celebrate the class of 2026, I find myself thinking about the meaning of the word commencement. We use it to mark endings, the end of high school, the end of this chapter. But its true definition speaks to beginnings. To commence is to start, to launch forward to what comes next. For the class of 2026, this understanding that endings and beginnings are inseparable isn't just a nice sentiment. It's something you learn far too early in a way that no class should have to. This year began with loss. You came together as a community in grief, and in that grief, we saw something remarkable in these young people. We saw them support one another. We saw them show up for each other in ways both big and small. You carried forward not by pretending that pain or grief wasn't there, but with the understanding that moving forward is in itself a way of honoring those you've lost. Seniors, what you have shown us this year is that resilience isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about acknowledging what is hard, feeling what needs to be felt, and still choosing to show up. For yourselves, for each other, and for the future you are building. And you have shown up. In classrooms, on stages, on fields of course, in hallways and at events. You've laughed together, worked together, and leaned on one another. You've created memories that will last long after today. At least one of those memories was made when you turned part of our campus into a giant slip and slide kickball field. As far as senior pranks go, I have to admit it was creative, memorable, and thankfully required less paperwork than some of the alternatives. Most importantly, it was another example of what this class does best: bring people together and find joy in the moment. To the families and loved ones here today, thank you. Thank you for your unwavering support, especially during the difficult moments. Thank you for trusting us with your child's education and well-being, and thank you for being partners in their journey. And to the class of 2026, I am incredibly proud of you. Not only for what you've accomplished, but for who you all have become. You faced this year with grace, with heart, and a maturity that says everything about your character. The world is waiting for you, and you are ready. Now, please join me in welcoming our valedictorian and our salutatorian for their speeches. With our salutatorian, Karin Vesterfeld, up first.
Good morning, everyone. When I found out that I was a salutatorian, I was very excited, until I remembered that I had to write a speech. Apparently, working hard on homework earns you more homework. All jokes aside, I'm very excited and honored to be speaking here today. When trying to figure out what I wanted to speak about, I had about a million ideas running through my head, but nothing felt right. I kept asking myself, how could I possibly give advice about life when I haven't fully stepped into it yet? So instead, I've decided to talk about something that I do understand, something that I've always been passionate about, and that's music. I hope this resonates with many of you. Please bear with me. The foundation of music is not in the notes or the melody. It is the rhythm. Rhythm isn't just something you hear in music. It's the pattern that helps everything start to make sense. I was first introduced to different rhythms in Miss Bolton's music class in elementary school. We clapped out simple beats, sang the apple tree and worm song, and enthusiastically played the recorder with way more confidence than any sort of recorder skills. Back then, life was a lot simpler. We didn't have to worry about balancing our schedules or suddenly planning our futures. Our biggest concerns were trying to be the fastest kid on the playground, making new friends, and trying to convince our parents to let us go to our friends' houses. There wasn't pressure on us to have everything figured out. We were just excited to experience life. Since then, I have spent years trying to understand rhythm, both in music and in life. However, staying on beat has always been one of my largest struggles in music, and if you don't believe me, you could ask Miss Walton. I have learned that rhythm is more simple than I imagined. In nature, there's this unique phenomenon called spontaneous synchronization. If you ever listen to the crickets at night, you'll notice it. The crickets start chirping at different times, creating a chaotic mix of different sounds. But eventually, the chirping starts to synchronize and form a collective beat. The same thing happens with the toads and the peepers. Different sounds, different rhythms, but when they overlap each other, something beautiful is formed. In a way, we follow a similar pattern. When we entered high school, everything felt a little out of sync. We were stepping into new routines and new expectations. We joined clubs, auditioned for musicals, started varsity sports, and even attempted to take some college classes. Even if we didn't show it, there was a lot of chaos behind the scenes. But over time, something started to change. Things started to fall into place. Maybe it was learning how to balance sports and school, finally not waiting until the night before to finish a lab report, which I definitely never did. Or maybe it was just making more time for the people around us. We each found our own individual rhythms. I started to find mine when life forced me to slow down. There was a period in my life when I was constantly chasing perfection, trying to do everything, be everywhere, and meet every single expectation. I was staying up way too late, trying to perfect every assignment, refreshing my grades over and over, and saying yes to everything and feeling exhausted. I was stuck in a cycle of comparison where I could never truly feel proud of myself. But this year, I realized that constantly rushing wasn't helping me grow. It was just burning me out. I thought about all of the moments that I missed out on because of it, and at some point, I realized that something had to change. So I slowed down. And in doing that, I started to appreciate things more. I started looking forward to spending time with my friends. I rediscovered my love for learning, and I just started to enjoy life. That is when things started to click. And I know comparing rhythm to our lives may seem like an abstract idea, but rhythm really is everywhere. It is in the beat of your heart, which keeps you alive. It is in your daily habits, even if your sleep schedules depends on how much homework you have to do the next day. It is in the way the earth rotates, turning day into night. It is in the cadence of your steps, in your voice, and in your routines. But here's the thing. Rhythm may be natural, but it isn't constant. There will be moments in life where everything feels off again, when plans fall through, when people leave, when you think you understand everything, and then suddenly you don't. Moments when the rhythm you thought you finally found starts to fall apart. But that's okay, because chaos isn't something we should hide from, but something we should grow through. Life isn't about having everything together. It is about embracing the chaos and learning, adjusting, and continuing forward when things fall out of sync. It's okay not to have everything figured out. In fact, I don't think most adults in this room have everything figured out. Adults, raise your hand if you agree with me, and keep them up. Now look around. These are people who have experienced life, who have lost their rhythms at times, and yet they still found a way forward. In life, we will never have a crystal ball, a way of knowing everything that is to come. No matter how much we try to plan every single detail, it will always be completely unpredictable. And yet, I am so excited to see all of the different people here find their own rhythms. The truth is, you won't always stay in rhythm, none of us will. But I have learned that the goal was never perfect synchronization, just learning how to start again when we lose the beat.
Thank you, Karen. I'd like to now introduce Elijah Williams, our valedictorian, for his speech.
all today. Graduation marks a remarkable milestone for all of us. For students, it's a celebration of our undeniable hard work, dedication, and freedom. For others, it's a celebration of the people in this room who have cared for us and have guided us along the way. And in other cases, it's the moment some siblings were waiting for, to finally have some peace and quiet as their obnoxious older brother finally goes to college. So that leaves the question, what will keep us moving forward in this next part of life? So, without further ado, let's start from the very beginning, a very good place to start. When I found out I had to write this speech, I was asked repeatedly to sing the entire thing. And so, from here on out, I am proud to announce I will not be doing that. Although I can't promise there won't be a few musical moments here and there. All that it takes is a spark. Those 7 words in which I spoke while playing Bert and Mary Poppins a year ago have since revealed a hidden truth that all it takes is a spark. One singular burst of light that over time grows into something more meaningful. Something larger. A flame. Whether that spark becomes a steady flame that warms your hands, your house, or your heart, was one that leaves behind a few stars. The reality is that every single person present today has a spark. Something that first kicked off your passions and became the foundation of what makes you, well, you. Your spark may have been discovered on your own or ignited by the people you met along the way. Nevertheless, the simple concept has played an extraordinary role in all of our lives, running our unique paths, even if we didn't always notice. When I trace back to where my own spark began, my mind instantly goes to music. Believe it or not, music has actually played quite a large role in my life. I know, shocking revelation. I don't know how any of you would have formed that inclination otherwise. I can vividly remember when my first spark was ignited. There I sat, cross-legged in foster care, completely captivated by the television screen, watching the Wiggles sing their joyful, energetic tunes. I spent all day, every day, singing hot potato and fruit salad, and I bet all the teachers will get a kick out of this one. Wake up, Jeff, before the day's through. That show, however, wasn't the only spark. Another came from being dragged to the school's football games as a kid. I didn't understand, and may I add, still don't understand much about football, but I always knew we were doing something right when the pep band roared our acclaimed Orange Crush anthem. Orange Crush! At that moment, I remember turning to my mother and saying, "Mama, I want to do that when I grow up." My spark didn't arrive all at once. It started small. Little moments that didn't seem all that important at the time. But before I knew it, that small spark started to grow. What began as simple excitement slowly became something larger. And over time, I had an epiphany that music wasn't just something I enjoyed. It was what shaped who I was becoming. And after having the opportunity of getting to know many of you, I believe I am not alone in that. Whether you thought about it or not, everyone has had a moment just like mine. A moment where their interests first came to light. So take a second to think about your interests, your passions, and try to recall the moment of yours spark. Maybe it was watching your first soccer game, or going to the derby. Maybe it was from art, from agriculture, academics, or a classroom experience you'll never forget. Maybe it was a memory of something your parents did for you, or something a friend said. Or maybe somewhere completely unexpected. Whatever it was, the beauty is that though each of our sparks developed differently, they all played a similar role, not only defining what we did, but becoming a source of direction, and eventually, identity. But the thing about sparks, they're small. Sparks alone don't stay lit. They need something to keep that light burning. They need mindfulness and attention. They need fuel. And that's where the people in our lives come into play. Our sparks flourish thanks to the fuel that surrounds us. Fuel might look different to everyone, but more often than not, it comes from people. Friendships that made even the longest days feel shorter. Teachers who pushed you further than you thought you could go. Parents who drove you to every practice, game, rehearsal, performance, and even helped you with projects to do the next day 2 different times because you procrastinated. Love you, Mom and Dad. It's the chaos of late nights, the tiring early mornings, the stress that somehow became our stress shared across an AP biology group chat. And moments of unforeseen support from people you didn't even know were there for you became exactly when you needed them most. Fuel has come in many ways, showing up for each other, celebrating our successes, a kind word, a shared struggle, or a simple moment of encouragement. And yes, sometimes the fuel came from failure. Tests that didn't go our way, games that didn't end how we hoped. Moments that felt like the end of the world, only to realize it was still just Monday. But those moments didn't extinguish our sparks. They made them stronger. For me, my spark grew stronger thanks to my music educators. One lesson turned into many. One opportunity led to another. And over time, the unwavering support from teachers, family, and community allowed my passion to thrive into something much bigger than I ever expected. And frequently, the people in your life don't just fuel your spark. They set off entirely new ones later down the road. Personally, that happened when I joined Select Chorus and discovered musical theater as a proud member of the Lollipop Guild in the Wizard of Oz. Now, theater is probably just as influential in my life as music, and it's opened up a whole new network of opportunities. That's the thing about sparks. They multiply. It's a constant domino effect of one leading to another. As a class, we've been given moments that have tested how bright those sparks could burn. Times of uncertainty, and challenges that reshaped what we thought our high school experience would look like. And yet, through it all, we still became the fuel for one another. You know, as I've thought about it more, I realized this whole concept relates greatly to music. As a future music educator, please indulge me for a quick lesson into music theory. Every chord starts with a root, a single note, a foundation. That's our spark. What guides the chords and gives them meaning. Our choices become the melody. It's our rhythm, our story. The unique sound that makes your life unmistakably yours. It might share similarities with others, but at the end of the day, no two melodies are alike. And then, harmony. When our lives intertwine and somehow together create something fuller than either one alone, that's our fuel. But sometimes, harmony doesn't always sound the best. Sometimes, there is tension, conflict, dissonance. But that tension isn't a mistake. It's movement. It's necessary to make the ending ever more impactful. And even the rest, the pauses, the setbacks, the silence, on point. But here's the thing. Life doesn't come in sheet music. We don't get to see the next page. It's improvisation. Sometimes sparks do go out. Sometimes you do lose it. And you're left sitting there in the dark with wet matches, wondering whether that light was ever really yours to begin with. Maybe it was a rejection that hit harder than expected. A dream that started to feel like someone else's story, or just the slow, quiet fade of burnout. So what do you do when your fire goes out and you're all out of sticks? Who can rekindle the fleeting flame? Who do you turn to? Well, you turn to your friends, your family, the people who can remind you of that light when you've forgotten it for yourself. That's all of us. And that's the power we all possess that can be used to care for one another in a world of unexpected weather. Figuratively and, since it's upstate New York, literally. One moment could be, others can be, and sometimes they can feel uncertain. But even then, the fire doesn't stop. We adapt. We recover. We improvise. And through it all, life has a way of reminding us just how fragile and valuable each moment is. The matter of fact is that some fires burn longer than others. Some fade too soon. A truth that doesn't get easier simply because we're young. But a shorter burn does not mean a smaller light. It doesn't make the path paved any less meaningful. The warmth lingers. The path remains. And that spark can now be passed forward to someone else, allowing that light to continue. Because it's not just about how long a fire burns. It's about how brightly it shines. And honestly, I truly believe that it's one of the most important things we can remember as we move into whatever comes next. Not every flame looks the same. Some are loud. Some are quiet. Some flicker. Some blaze. Some enjoy show tunes. And some quite literally prefer anything but that. But they're all meaningful, and that's the beauty. No matter how a fire looks or acts, in the end it still burns, it's still fire. You don't have to mold your spark into something else, because it's not. Your spark, your root, is uniquely yours. So, what do we do from here? It is essential that each of us remembers where it all started. That first curious moment, that first spark. We carry with us the fuel that helped it grow. And then, we pass it on. Class of 2026, our fires are not the same ones that we started with. They've changed. Some we've had to rebuild from ash, but they're still burning. And now we have the opportunity to become part of someone else's story. So go be the person who ignites that initial spark. Be the fuel that helps another light grow. Remember those who have extra sticks when you're down to your last one, and lend yours when you can. Let's light the path, not only for ourselves, but for those who come after us. Because every spark that shaped who we are today began with someone willing to share theirs first. From here on out, we travel into the unknown, and it's easy to get lost in everything ahead of us. But every once in a while, take a moment and slow down. Because when you strip everything else away, the experiences, the chaos, the flame, all you're left with is something simple. One singular burst of light, because all that it ties is a spark.
Thank you, Eli. Please welcome our senior class advisor, Tracy Dieter, for the presentation of awards. Students, please stand when you hear your name.
Elijah Williams. Eli is receiving the Board of Education Award, the James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, Christine Baker Memorial Scholarship Award, Royce W. Clark Scholarship Award, Sarah Preiser Memorial Scholarship Award, Sydney Federal Credit Union Scholarship Award, Travis Rollinson Memorial Award, Bruce Becker Memorial Award, Mary Brundage Hawkins and Georgine Brundage Hanson Memorial Scholarship Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, American Red Cross Award, Dale Hitchcock Memorial Award, and the Walton Fire Department Award. Congratulations. Karen is receiving the Board of Education Award, James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, Abel Peck Scholarship Award, Christine Baker Memorial Scholarship Award, Sydney Federal Credit Union Scholarship Award, Truman C. Tobey Post Number 32 American Legion Award, Truman C. Tobey Post Number 32 Delaware County American Legion Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, Veterans of Foreign Affairs Award, Ellerman Friderke Scholarship Award, New Hope Community Church Award, Walton Fire Department Award, Delhi Bridge Run Scholarship Award, Larry Says Award, Truman C. Tobey Post Number 32 American Legion Auxiliary Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Kylie is receiving the James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, Ralph Harvey and Evelyn P. Harvey Memorial Scholarship Award, Regina Austin O'Neill and Chuck Butcher Memorial Award in memory of Thomas H. O'Neill and Cecilia Austin O'Neill, Sydney Federal Credit Union Scholarship Award, Otis A. Thompson Foundation Scholarship Award, Truman C. Tobey Post Number 32 American Legion Award, Truman C. Tobey Post Number 32 Delaware County American Legion Award, Walton Fire Department Ladies Auxiliary Award, Mrs. Frances B. Forsyth Memorial Scholarship Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, Peter B. Stanton Jr. Memorial Scholarship Award, Lillian Ginsberg Award, Ellerman Friderke Scholarship Award, Walton Fire Department Award, Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Carter is receiving the James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award and the Delaware River Lodge Award. Congratulations. Gavin is receiving the James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, Jack Kelly Memorial Award for Distinguished Achievement in Social Studies, Mike Harrington Sportsman and Conservation Award, Ralph Harvey and Evelyn P. Harvey Scholarship Award, Sydney Federal Credit Union Scholarship Award, Walton Fire Department Ladies Auxiliary Award, lost my place. Walton Chamber of Commerce Dick DeMond Community Service Award, Walton Lions Club Community Service Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, Walton Teachers Association Award, Peter B. Stanton Jr. Memorial Scholarship Award, Ellerman Friderke Scholarship Award, and the Walton Fire Department Award. Congratulations. Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, Ralph Harvey and Evelyn P. Harvey Scholarship Award, Roger Hutchinson's Memorial Scholarship Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, and Royal Oasis Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Lane Van Valkenburg. Lane is receiving the James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, Henry L. Wood Trust Scholarship Award, Walton Fire Department Lady Auxiliary Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, William B. Ogden Library Award, WCS FBLA Leadership Scholarship Award, WCS Class of 1982 Scholarship Award, Walton Fire Department Award, Lieutenant Stephen H. Doan Memorial Award, Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Rice. Lucas is receiving the James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, Brandon Shelton Memorial Scholarship Award, and Genevieve B. Stanton Award. Congratulations. Chastity Constable. Chastity is receiving the James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, the ARC of Delaware County Internship Scholarship Award, Roel Clark Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, and Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Blair Brown. Blair is receiving the Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Gregory. Caitlin is receiving the James and Jacqueline Wood Memorial Award, AT3 Arnie Edwards Memorial Award, Regina Austin O'Neill and Chuck Butcher Memorial Award in memory of Thomas H. O'Neill and Cecilia Austin O'Neill, Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Is receiving the ARC of Delaware County Internship Scholarship Award, James Sherwood Scholarship Award, WCS Class of 1965, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, and the Walton Fire Department Award. Olivia Barnes. Olivia is receiving the ARC of Delaware County Internship Scholarship Award, Katie K. Miller Scholarship Award, Roland A. Beers Memorial Scholarship Award, and Ruth Holland St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Madison Barnes. Madison is receiving the ARC of Delaware County Internship Scholarship Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Award, Walton Historical Society Award, and Dale Hitchcock Memorial Award. Congratulations. Killian McGowan. Killian is receiving the Clifford Dennis Memorial Award, Sergeant John J. Finn USMC Memorial Scholarship Award, and Legacy of Honor Patriot Award. Congratulations. Arwen Tracy. Arwen is receiving the Community Bank Award, Dale Hike Memorial Scholarship Award, Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Chase Albanese. Chase is receiving the Genevieve B. Stanton Award and Michael Spaccaforno Memorial Scholarship Award. Delana Wood. Delana is receiving the Laura Schreiber Guyek Scholarship Award, Ralph Harvey and Evelyn P. Harvey Scholarship Award, Dr. Peter A. Heiler Memorial Scholarship Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, Bruce V. Gardner Scholarship Award, Clarence S. Denton Scholarship Award, Walton Grange Award, Delhi Bridge Run Scholarship Award, Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Angelus Mills. Angelus is receiving the Community Bank Award, Robert Gardner Gray Scholarship Award, Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Olivia Bartlett. Olivia is receiving the Merritt C. Loudon Memorial Award, Euphemia Beta Cap Memorial Award. Congratulations. Nathaniel Harrington. Nate is receiving the Mike Harrington Sportsman and Conservation Award, Regina Austin O'Neill and Chuck Butcher Memorial Award in memory of Thomas H. O'Neill and Cecilia Austin O'Neill, Rick Engelhart Memorial Scholarship Award, Sydney Federal Credit Union Scholarship Award, New York State Walton Chapter of Women Award in memory of Margaret Bailey, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, Walton Fire Department Award, Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Abigail Doyle. Abigail is receiving the Walton's Lions Club Community Service Award, Walton Chapter of New York State Women Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, Grace G. Schimmerhorn Memorial Award, Clarence Lepar Annual Scholarship Award for Advanced Professional Education, Lillian A. Rogers and Wilbur C. Rogers Nursing Scholarship Award, John Markle Scholarship Award, Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Caden is receiving the John Riedel Scholarship Award, Walton Dollars for Scholars Chapter Award, Cody A. Endress Memorial Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Gianna Kagan. Gianna is receiving the Delaware County Mountain Eagles Riders Award in memory of Bill Wicks, and the Amelia Grace Kilmer Memorial Scholarship Award. Allison Sire. Allison is receiving the ARC of Delaware County Award, and the Amelia Grace Kilmer Memorial Scholarship Award. Michael Johnson.
Uh-oh. Whoa. What? Whoa.
Michael is receiving the Wayne Bank Award in Business. Congratulations. Aiden Brannigan. Aiden is receiving the Euphemia Beta Cap Memorial Award, Walton Fire Department Award, and Regina Austin O'Neill Chuck Butcher Memorial Award in memory of Thomas H. O'Neill and Cecilia Austin. Destiny Twyman Scholarship Award, Legacy of Honor Patriot Award, and Walton Grange Award in memory of John Martin. Congratulations. Faye Lindsay. Faye is receiving the Marion Tweedy Art Award. Congratulations. Haley Wheel. Lyle. Thank you. Haley is receiving the Royal Oasis Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Tristan Haywood. Right. Tristan is receiving the Thomas H. O'Neill Memorial Award. Congratulations. Reed Jackson. Reed is receiving the Walton Grange Award. Congratulations. Delaney Pilnary. Delaney is receiving the PTSA Scholarship Award. Congratulations. Martin Salenbane. Martin is receiving the PTSA Scholarship Award. Congratulations. London Gardner. London is receiving the Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations. And John Napoleon. Wrong? Napioni. Thank you. Thank you, Brendan. John is receiving the Ruth Hollenbeek St. John Helena Cable Alumni Scholarship Award. Congratulations.
The class of 2026 has earned over $132,000 in scholarships and is graduating with a total of 625 college credits on their transcripts. I would like to introduce the Vice President of the Board of Education, Tammy Tweedy, and Middle School Principal, Ryan Ashlaw, to hand out the Board of Education awards.
Each year, we recognize our valedictorian and salutatorian for their outstanding achievement over the course of their high school career. I would ask that Karen Vesterfeld, our salutatorian, step forward at this time to receive her award. I would ask that Elijah Williams, our valedictorian, step forward at this time to receive his award.
I would like to welcome Lane Van Valkenburg again for the presentation of the senior class gift.
As we look out into the crowd today, we recognize that someone very special is missing from this moment. Graduation is a time of celebration, but it's also a moment to reflect, remember, and honor those
class of 2026 has chosen Christina Walton as their commencement speaker. Please help me welcome Christina Walton.
Good morning. I'm going to be honest right now. This is not my comfort zone. So just be patient with me because I'm going to try either not to have a panic attack or burst into tears. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Miss Ball, aka my hero, or Ball-Headed Ball. The moniker My Hero came courtesy of Grayson Palmer and Levi Plank several years ago. I earned the reputation of being in the wrong place at the right time. It seems I was constantly present when intervention and certain altercations was needed. And thus the nickname My Hero was born. As for bald-headed, I have no clue really. You're gonna have to ask Gwen Northrup. I mean, it's obvious it's not for lack of hair. And she has a name for just about everyone, just to be clear. And yes, I'm aware I talk funny. These children remind me daily, but enough about me. This morning, this day is about you seniors. It is about your hard work, your dedication, and ultimately, your choices. You made decisions, both big and small, that got y'all here today. You have succeeded. Celebrate that win. As senior speaker, I really wanted this speech to be about you, about your time here, your memories. And so to achieve this, I asked you some of your funniest and favorite memories from your high school career. Not everybody participated, just to be clear, but for those who did, here are some of the ones you requested. If you've ever met Maddie Schofield, you know that girl is a riot. Seriously, if she wasn't going into cosmetology, she would make one heck of a comedian. Maddie shared a story about a litter of baby raccoons she once found behind a hotel in Tennessee. The poor babies were, in fact, orphans, as their mama had met her demise at the hands of a fallen tree. Several of the students in class worried the mama might have been pregnant again. Maddie's response, nah, those babies were fresh. We can't fail to mention Hayden Robinson, Michael Hanrahan, and Jackson Backus, or the incident that shall not be named. They always brought some sort of mischief and laughter wherever they went, like the time they hit a noise machine at Mrs. Albrecht's desk. Mr. Wood's class has always been a place of lively and friendly debate. We once had debate about how to pronounce this word. Seniors? Oh, thank you. How do we say it? Okay, as you can see, there is some debate on how this word is pronounced. Some pronounce it Appalachian, like Mrs. Albrecht. Others pronounce it Appalachian, like Tristan Haywood. I'm looking at you. It isn't either of those. It's Appalachian. I ought to know. I'm from there. Anyway, they had me madder than a wet hen, so we called Mrs. Cole to put the matter to rest. And she confirmed what we already knew. I was right. It's Appalachian. Chastity Constable, where you at, girl? Mr. Wood's government econ class thanks you for your diligence to ensure they receive their reflection time. Delaney Kilmurray and Caitlin Gregory never passed up an opportunity to roast the way I talk, especially the way I say her. Freshman year, Lily Kleingartner and Lo Robinson showed their ingenuity and creativity by playing softball with nothing but a Coke bottle and a wadded up piece of paper. Layla Pedro always greeted me in the hallway. Lane Van Valkenburg and Reed Jackson loved Mrs. Saporito, her art classes, and their conversations during lunch. Sam Stone was once horrified by the fact that I sat on a ladybug and killed it. I apologize for this part, but we joked I suffocated it with my bottom. There was a time Ella Cantwell tricked Mrs. Gear into playing the Night Owl song. I have no idea what it is, but it was memorable for her. I have a bit of reputation for startling various students in this fine institution, and Aiden Brannigan shares that affinity with me. Two people I have consistently sought to startle are Abby Doig and Kylie Wood. I have never succeeded with Abby, but with Kylie, I once almost made her jump out of her skin and down the stairs. While I never managed to get Abby, she always brightened my day whenever I saw her. We were often found calling to each other in the hallway, yapping at soccer games, and eating chocolate cake. Amelia Kimmer always wore Crocs. She had a habit of calling me Ball, no misses in the front. And she loved Dancing with the Stars. She always made me smile. Amelia, you are missed. And finally, Delana Wood requested that my speech be full of Southern advice, like keep your college green and your tea sweet. Just to be clear, that isn't a thing. But girl, you about to get your wish. Now, I'm from the South, and us Southerners are known for our funny sayings, secretly disguised as wisdom. And so what I offer y'all today is a Southern Girl's Guide to Thrive. My first piece of Southern advice, find your people. Your people are the group of individuals where you feel most comfortable, accepted, and grounded. As you embark on this new journey, you are going to need a network or community of people to support you. Who you surround yourselves with is important, especially as you head off for parts unknown. The people who have been the grounding force for you may be headed down a different path. You will need people to fill the gaps they left behind. As Oprah advised, surround yourself with people who want the best for you and fill up your cup with positivity. People who want the best for you are honest. They won't lie to you to make you feel better. Instead, they'll challenge you. They will celebrate your wins as if they were your own. They will encourage you to take healthy risks and be your biggest cheerleaders. They certainly won't tear you down. And finally, they will make space for you in good times and bad. They aren't fair weather friends. One of the things us Southern people love to do is eat. We will find a reason to get together and share some food. My favorite food whenever I go to visit my family in North Carolina is Eastern North Carolina barbecue. Now, Eastern North Carolina barbecue, let me tell you, there is nothing better. Instead of using just part of the pig, the whole hog is used. The hog is thrown on a large smoker where it is slow cooked over wood coals for 12 to 18 hours. It is basted in a sort of tangy, sweet, spicy vinegar-based sauce. When the pig is cooked to perfection, the meat inside is chopped up, and people come and pick the bit straight out of the hog. We call this a pig picking. I know, it's funny. I promise it's good. I promise. I imagine y'all are wondering, why am I talking about food right now? And this is where my second piece of Southern advice comes in. Go whole hog. Yes, that is the thing we say. See, the idea is to use every bit of the hog and waste nothing. This means whatever you do it completely and without reservation. Don't let anything hold you back. And one of the biggest barriers to success is the fear of failure and what others will think. Failure isn't a measure of your success. Thomas Edison said, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Failure is unfortunately a part of life. You will fail just like all of us in here have failed. But you have a choice in how you respond. You can give up, or in the words of the late great singer Aaliyah, and I apologize beforehand if first you don't succeed, just dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. I am not Eli or Corin. I can't sing. That's why I did band and not chorus. But second, don't let inaction lead to regret. The unwillingness to go whole hog isn't just about failure, but also missed opportunity. While staying in your comfort zone will keep you comfortable and safe, it will also keep you from amazing experiences, people, growth, and success. Don't let fear lead to the sting of what might have been. Finally, know your worth and then add tax, or as y'all like to say, stand on business. You are a human being who deserves respect, so demand it. As the Bible says, don't let anyone despise you for your youth. Just because you are young and lack experience doesn't mean your knowledge and insight isn't valuable. You have so much to offer, so please don't let anyone make you feel otherwise. You are worthy of being treated with dignity, kindness, and respect. This world isn't always kind, and neither are the people in it. People will not think twice about tearing you down and making you feel small. They do this so they can feel big. Do not let them. Don't settle for the bare minimum in the hopes of being accepted or loved. Instead, set boundaries and demand respect, because not only do you deserve it, you are worthy of it.
Yeah.
Now for something a little more personal. Sorry. When I started here 4 years ago, I was going through a very difficult time in my life. My world had been turned upside down, and I honestly didn't know what it would look like moving forward. I took this job more out of necessity with no idea what to expect. Turns out this job is one of the biggest blessings I've ever received, and that is because you managed to help heal my heart through your kindness, acceptance, and laughter. You didn't just accept me, you embraced me, despite some of y'all hating me that first year. I see you, Delaney. You helped me to laugh again, enjoy life, and build relationships that matter. Essentially, you taught me how to thrive again, and I will never, ever be able to thank you enough for that. You made an immense impact on my life, and I hope I have shaped yours in some small way. You have helped to shape my life into something meaningful and beautiful once again. So when I think about walking into this building next year and not seeing your faces, it hurts something terrible. This occasion truly is bittersweet. Bitter because I will not have the privilege of hearing your laughter, seeing your faces, or being told about all your crazy shenanigans. School appropriate, of course. But the sweetness is knowing you will go out into this world, leave your mark on it, and the world will be better for it. You are an amazing group of humans whom I am blessed to have known, if only for a little while. I want to leave you with a favorite monologue of mine from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yes, I'm old, we know this. I think it sums up beautifully how I feel about you and what you mean to me. I love who you are, what you do, how you try. I've seen your kindness and your strength. I've seen the best and the worst of you, and I understand with perfect clarity exactly who you are. You are priceless. And now, Nate Harrington, I hope you appreciate this, because all I have left to say is, go on and get it.
Thank you, Christina. We will now begin the presentation of the diplomas. At this time, would Miss Gladden and Mrs. Tweed please come to the podium?
First and foremost, I'm honored to be here as I have completed my first year as your superintendent. Thank you to everyone who made me feel welcome and supported. To the graduating class, congratulations. Today we celebrate your academic achievements, your late nights, your hard work. But as you step out into the world, I want to remind you of the curriculum that does not come with a textbook. Success is empty if it isn't built on a foundation of consideration, kindness, respect given and respect taken, and reflecting on your own actions. This diploma may open doors for you, but your character is what keeps those doors open. Choose to be a good human, lift others up, show empathy, and listen more than you speak. As you move forward, carry a spirit of gratitude. Look back at your teachers, the family members, and the friends who supported you. Thank them, love them, and remember that no one succeeds alone. Congratulations, class. Go out there, be great, and above all, be kind. Mrs. Tweed, the O'Neill High School faculty and administration have authorized that our assembled seniors have satisfied all of the academic standards required for the receipt of their diplomas and/or career development and occupational studies certificates. As the official representative of the Walton Central School District, it is my pleasure and privilege to recommend to you that the assembled seniors are candidates for graduation.
Ms. Glavin, on behalf of myself and the remaining members of the Board of Education, we accept your recommendation and hereby formally confer upon the class of 2026 their individual diplomas and/or career development and occupational studies certificates.
I ask that Mr. Ashlaw come to the podium to assist with the presentation of diplomas. You are welcome to come down to the gym floor and take pictures of graduates as they walk across the stage. Please just stay behind the roped-off area at the warrior head.
Elijah Ryan Williams. Karin Alyssa Vesterfeld. Kylie Lauren Wood. Carter Brian McNamara. Gavin K. Harrington. Adeline Grace Strube. Nathaniel T. Harrington. Arwen C. Tracy. Olivia M. Barnes. Delaney M.J. Kilmurray. Angelus Timothy Mills. Chase M. Albanese. Sierra Nicole Allen. Jackson Zachary Backus. Madison Kylie Barnes. Blair M. Brown. Christopher E. Caffrey Jr. Ella Mary Campbell. Ariel Dawn Clifford. Hayden Miller Coons. Ethan Tyler Copeland. Abigail Lynn Doyle. Matthew J. Isley. Haley Faith Ferranti. Shay Fife. Russell Thomas Finn. London Allen Gardner. Joshua T. Gladstone. Michael J. Hanrahan. Liliana Marie Kleingarten. Reed T. Jackson. Michael Andrew Johnson. Caleb Kingsbury. Tristan Robert Emmett Haywood. Nico Madrigal. Delara Manzer. Trenton Merwin. Elena Elizabeth Muller. Lane Elizabeth Van Valkenburg. Lucas William Rice. Chastity Marie Constable. Caitlin Ann Gregory. Sophia Lorca Nichols. After graduation, Sophia has decided to serve our country by entering into the Air Force. Delana R. Wood. Maddox Jude Little. Olivia Ellie Bartlett. Layla Rain Pedro. Killian Kenneth McGowan. Helping Mrs. Tweedy present Killian with his diploma today is Sergeant Kevin Johnson. After graduation, Killian has decided to serve our country by entering into the Marines. Hayden W. Schofield. Fade M.G. Lindsay. Gianna Armstrong. John R. Napoleon. Guinevere Corinne Norton. Gianna Nicole Ashley Pagan. Grayson Garrett James Palmer. Stephen Levi Blank. Angel Roach. Hayden Lane Robinson. Lo Rakaya Robinson. Martin Salenberg. Kyle William Shammer. Carson R. Schofield. Madison Jean Schofield. Allison J. Sire. Sean Simpson. Caden Lyndon James Stafford. Jared M. Stanton Jr. Samantha Ann Stone. Joshua Dean Tolbert. Darren Lincoln Wally. Connor Weaver. Haley L. Wild. Kyle M. Wickham. And Ethan James Wilbur.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2026, please stand. Parents, relatives, and friends, please join me in a round of applause for Walton Central School's newest alumni, the graduating class of 2026. Graduates, please remain standing. Would the senior class president, Lane Van Valkenburg, come to the podium one more time?
Class of 2026, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Class of 2026, throw your caps.
Seniors, after you get your cap, please return back to your seat. The high school band will now begin the recessional. Please remain seated until the graduates and board members have exited. Thank you. Thank you.